everybody, and welcome to World News Views, where we take a unique perspective on global events through the lens of women's experiences and insights. We're your hosts, Kaya.
And Darryka, aka D, featuring our lovely producer, Haji. And in today's episode, we'll dive into some of the most pressing issues facing our world today.
All right. Well, first up, I wanted to take a look at some global affairs. Today, we're going to give an insight on what's going on in Haiti. In recent news, Haiti's government has been overthrown by armed groups of Haitian citizens. And these Haitian citizens are acting more as like gangs. So back in 2021, Haiti's president, he was assassinated, causing the then Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, to assume the role as acting president. And since 2021, Henry has been postponing the elections, which has been building up, tension and violence in Haiti amongst the citizens. And all of that finally came to a head when Henry announced that elections would again be postponed until next year, 2025. So the violence and uproar has increased, and essentially the coup or a coup formed by these gang members have taken over the Haitian government, which has caused Ariel Henry to resign as prime minister and acting president. And I think it's really important to note that this violent civil unrest that's happening in Haiti, it's not to be highlighted as, the people are taking back, their rights and everything from a nasty government. But it's more like these people are using militia and paramilitary groups, pillaging, killing, and raping its way through an already desolate communities, rather. And what makes it worse is Haiti's future is looking really uncertain because world superpowers aren't really stepping in to help. So I think it's really important to highlight what's going on over there. We're both from Miami, and in Miami we have a large Haitian community.
Absolutely. We could
Yeah.
probably walk to Haiti, if the water wasn't in the way. But that's actually crazy that you say that because I hadn't heard anything about that prior to this discussion. So why do you think that that's not in the news? Someone's government, you said that they've been without a president or will be without a president for essentially 4 years.
Yeah, essentially 4 years.
We vote for president every 4 years. So for them to have gone without leadership or proper leadership for that long, how could that be overlooked? How could that not be discussed on the media? Why isn't that plastered across the headline?
I mean, I feel like at least here in the United States, we tend to be a little more concerned about what's going on in the United States. And if it's not affecting us majorly, there's not a large emphasis placed on it. And, it's a small republic. It's not a major superpower on, the government scale. And so I feel like, media outlets haven't really just placed huge importance on it. So that's why I wanted to introduce the topic, because it is important to some people. It might not be important to everybody, but it is.
Let's lighten it up a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about science and technology.
All right, now.
That's my field. So, not only that, but the feature for today is an HBCU, Spellman College, which recently got a whole new concentration in cosmetic chemistry.
Okay, tell me more.
Have you ever heard of a cosmetic chemist before?
I have never heard of a cosmetic chemist. This is new.
It's because I don't know. I think when we think a chemist, we think about somebody in the lab, mixing up something that's going to explode in a couple seconds, right? Just pour something here and there.
Absolutely.
But when we talk about cosmetic chemistry, we're talking about the people who are directly involved in formulas and product development for hair care, makeup, any type of beauty products. And it's a really big field that not everyone knows about. But Spellman went from having an online certificate in cosmetic science. But when the demand became so great and there was so much interest in the field, they expanded that program. So now it's a whole, they can get a bachelor's degree in cosmetic chemistry, which is amazing in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it is. The fact that this program is happening at Spellman, why is that so monumental?
Ooh, like I said before, Spelman is an HBCU, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a college that was created for Black people, particularly to serve the Black community. And more specifically, Spelman is an HBCU for women.
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine if the people that look like you and me are inside of a lab, are the background, they're the faces, they are the people working to create products that will somehow end up in our bathroom, on our counters, and in our hair. That means that there's representation and people that know, like, hey, no, this doesn't work for us, or they can address those specific problems
Yeah.
that we talk about in our community so often. Why is my hair so frizzy? Nothing curls up my 4C hair. How do I fix this shrinkage?
Mm-hmm.
This makeup is only in 3 shades, or it breaks my face out.
Yeah. Okay.
So adding us to that conversation at a college that literally cultivates that type of excellence
Mm-hmm.
is huge.
It is. I love that. We do need representation on grand scales. And
Absolutely.
I feel like this opportunity will definitely open up some doors for younger individuals looking to go to college. And, maybe back at home, they're braiding hair, but they're like, no,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to college. What can I study? This is definitely something, a
Yes.
nice transition, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
What were you
And
gonna
it's
say?
not cosmetology, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Because
Mm-hmm.
cosmetic science or cosmetic chemistry and cosmetology are two very different things.
Completely
You might
different.
learn a little bit about the science and cosmetology, learn why you should put this much relaxer in the hair or how long to set it on, or how to apply what different techniques to use.
Mm-hmm.
But to actually go into the molecular or the deeper science background, that's what the chemistry is. That's what the science is. And it might take someone from just braiding hair to, hey, I'm going to create a product that's going to stimulate hair growth for my clients.
Yeah.
So, and that takes them not only into a different field, but into a whole different economic
Mm-hmm.
bracket because now we're in a whole different scale of entrepreneurship. We're selling
Yeah.
products, not just offering a service.
Yeah, we're making and selling the products.
Making
That's
and
huge.
selling
That is
for
huge.
us, by us. Wow.
Yes. I love that. I love that so much. We need something like that. Because I feel like so
Mhm,
many of these small companies, small business owners, I think like Miel, I think of like Shea Butter, because I personally use
mhm,
those, but they get bought up by these
mhm,
larger corporations that are owned and managed by primarily not people of color.
mhm,
And, I feel like this opportunity will definitely open the doors for people to get more into making the products, but also into the business aspect of it so that, who knows, maybe we could form a coalition of all these different future products that are going to be created, and it'll just be something amazing by us and for us. I'm super excited about the Spellman scholarship, though. I can't wait to hear about that in future news. But I did also want to touch a bit on our culture and society segment, where we celebrate the achievements of women in arts, entertainment, and beyond. And today I wanted to highlight Jasmine Sherman. So, for those of you who have
mhm.
never heard of Jasmine Sherman is a member of the Green Party, and they are they're trying to get their party's presidential ticket. to run for president of the United States. So, according to the Green Party's official website, Jasmine's campaign diverges from the ordinary, presenting Jasmine as a candidate with a non-conventional background and drawing on direct engagement with at-risk communities, bringing a street-level perspective to the potential role in the Oval Office. And I really resonated with this. I like that they are trying to be direct with the communities, and I like that they're trying to bring a different viewpoint into the Oval Office. And that's something that here at Our Street Gospel, that's something that we do. We engage
Absolutely.
with the people that we are trying to advocate for. We know what it's like to be in their shoes, and we take that conversation to a higher place where we can actually get some results.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Did you mention that she was a part of the Green Party?
That they are part of the Green Party, yes.
Yes, that they are part of the Green Party. My
Mm-hmm.
apologies. That's not a name that or that's not a party that you hear about every day.
It's not. Do you know anything about the Green Party actually?
I had to look into it, Kaya. So and basically what I got is that they are heavily focused on environmentalism, nonviolence, and social justice. So they're champions of the causes of all of these causes that you would think would be at the forefront of a lot of different political parties, or that we would want to be, anti-violence, anti-racism, and it's a grassroots democracy. There's so much more. Of course, I only saw a little bit, or I only spoke on a little bit of it. I encourage everyone to do their own research on the Green Party.
I think that's what's important. What we're used to in the US is what the Republicans and the Democrats. And, of course, there are other candidates belonging to other parties on, a ballot.
Independent.
Yeah, independent. But who usually ends up winning, or who always ends up winning, really? A Democrat or a Republican. So I think Jasmine Sherman is really trying to bring something fresh and something new to the political stage in the United States.
Why would you say that Jasmine's bid for candidacy is so important?
Well, I feel like it's important because, like I just said, it's different. So, we're used to that political binary of the Republicans and the Democrat. This is a Green Party, an independent party that nobody's ever really heard of. So we need something new. And also they are Black, they're African American. They are assigned female at birth, but they're gender non-conforming now in their adulthood. They are in support. I say that's like that Gen Z. Please. But yeah, so I don't know, lost my train of thought, Haji. My
bad. But no, I think what you're saying is absolutely on the money, because we're so used to that white heteronormative person getting into the president. If you look at the pictures of all the presidents, they are all some old white guy. It's like that were straight, at least on paper, they were all straight old white guys.
Yeah.
So to see someone this bold and different putting in their bid for presidency is monumental. Yes, because we have to respect those pronouns.
Absolutely. For some people, for everybody, I think it's a little difficult sometimes, but it's a learning process. Rome wasn't built in a day. So as long as we catch ourselves and hold ourselves accountable, I think that's what's important.
Absolutely. Recognizing and acknowledging when you make a mistake is a big first step.
Absolutely. But yeah, what you were saying, putting in this bid, whether, them winning is actually in the foreseeable future or not, it's important that they actually are just trying to get there on the stage. And, who knows who they could have inspired down the line. Like, we were talking earlier about Shirley Chisholm. And she was the first African American to actually put in a bid for the presidency. and she was a household name already at the time. And even yet, and still, she didn't win. But who knows who that inspired down the line?
It's about progress.
It's
The
about
impact was
progress.
there.
Exactly.
Like we went from her running to now we have at least our first Black female vice president in the office right now as we speak.
Exactly.
So those things definitely correlate. And if someone sees Jasmine running, it might inspire them, like, hey, no, let me get my platform together. Let me start building my life and career towards this goal of running for presidency.
Exactly. So it's just important to highlight, push the word. You know, I actually learned about this on TikTok. I think that's so funny. I haven't heard about it on any other news outlet. So here we are. We're spreading the word.
How are we going to learn when it gets banned?
Oh my gosh, please. I'm so scared.
That's a whole nother conversation.
It really is. I really hope they don't do that. But
I'm not prepared for that.
Where can they find you guys?
Where can they find us? We are available on all major platforms. Everybody. Are we going to be on Spotify and Apple Music? Spotify, Apple Music, podcast, all of them. All of them. And Twitter.
Emphasis on Twitter, the little bird app.
But yeah, everybody, that is all that we have for today on World News Views. Thank you so much for joining us as we explore the world. And remember to tune in next time for some more insightful and funny, because I think this is pretty funny.
I'm a comedian.
We got a little comedian in the house. Shout out to Haji.
A kiki.
But yeah, these insightful, these funny, and these inspiring stories. Until then, take care and stay empowered. Bye.
Bye.